everyone, and welcome to the Body and Soul Expo podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Starr, and along with my wife, Lorin, we are the founders and producers of the Body and Soul Expo. On Saturday, May 9th, and then again on Sunday, May 10th, we will be hosting a two-day health and well-being expo with some of the most knowledgeable and experienced practitioners our world has to offer. They come from near, they come from far. Oregon, Washington, D.C., Maryland, California are just some of the places, and of course, right from our own state and city and town here in South Florida. And on Friday evening, May 8th, oh my goodness, you don't want to miss a world premiere of a secret follow-up movie called Your Money Vibe, with many of the same cast members that were in that film are in this one. And we've been honored by the producers, Dannion and Jackie Woodside, to be one of just 3 places internationally to host this premiere. 2 other places being Los Angeles and Australia. The executive producer of the film, Jackie Woodside, will be here with us in person, and a few of the cast members from the film will be appearing virtually. So please follow us on Facebook to get all the latest updates on that evening and the expo. And of course, check out our Body and Soul Expo website, bodyandsoulexpo.org, and go to our Facebook page, Body and Soul Expo. You know, this podcast gives me the opportunity to speak to some of the most incredible people in the world. And today, I am so excited to bring you and introduce you to Mama Ali, Dr. Khalilah Camacho Ali. I can't say those 4 words, so she allows me to call her Mama, as many people do in the world. Mama Ali, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I'm so honored that you're joining us.
I can't wait. I'm so excited to go to the Body and Soul Expo. I want to be there. I got my book here. The book is called Undefeated, and it's called The Untold Story of My Forgiveness and Healing with my husband, Muhammad Ali. And as you know, mothers run the household. So I was the main mom in the Ali household. What mama says goes. And Ali was so diligent and said, Mama runs the show. And he listened to everything I said most of the time. He was an amazing person at that time in our younger years. And then, unfortunately, after a 10-year marriage, he went a little crazy, buck wild, like some men do. And he wasn't discreet. So that's what made me get off on the wrong foot with the guy. Sometimes a lot of this stardom gets to their heads and they get a little berserk. But you know what? Since we were soulmates and friends, I decided to say, look, after the divorce, we're still going to be friends. We got 4 beautiful kids. We have developed the Ali legacy, and Mama's going to still support that legacy because it's bigger than both of us. That's what the book was all about.
And, you know, Mama,
we stayed friends.
You allowed me to call you Mama, but you're Dr. Khalilah
Yes.
Camacho Ali. I could remember 2 of those names, Doctor and Ali. Now, you said to me,
okay, Dr. Ali is good.
You can call me Mama. And I got to start by telling folks that we've known each other about 8 or 9 years. And we first met at, of all places, Al Barry's expo. And I have to admit that when I saw you and saw who you were, I was pretty awe-inspired that such a great lady like you was accessible, someone I can touch, someone I could say hello to, because You know, years ago when I was watching the Yankee games, and every once in a while
That's
they
my
would
team. That's my team. Yeah,
every
my
once in a
team.
while
Yes.
they would introduce Babe Ruth's wife,
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those were the days there.
right? And I said to
Yeah.
myself, Babe Ruth's wife. Wow. And I was just so bowled over by just being able to see her on TV. And when I
Mm-hmm.
met you, Mama, I was
Yeah.
inspired the same way. But here's how it takes a turn. Because sometimes it takes something special to attract people. And
Yep.
if
Absolutely.
if that specialness is not special enough, people go their own way. But we have managed to stay friendly all these years. And it's not because you were Muhammad Ali's first wife, it's because of the beautiful soul you are inside. With too
Yeah,
much.
me and Muhammad had 3 daughters and a son, and it was amazing life. Yeah, yeah, but to come back to between you and I, yeah, we were kindred spirits. I mean, we were both in the entertainment world. We always in the media, and people of the media back in the days when I was help promoting Muhammad back in those days, the media people were they were gentlemen, and they was very prompt and very responsive and just very gentleman like. Those men back in those days were real gentlemen. They kept up with me and Muhammad, and you remind me of that same group of men in media that was like right on point for everything. They wanted to know everything, and you were very interesting, just like the others were. So you similar to you from old school, you know. But yeah, it was a very hard. It was very hard doing the media and trying to promote him at the same time without the social media they have today. I didn't have the cell phones. I didn't have everything was on a dial phone and phone books. You know,
People are going to be in for such a treat because not only are you going to be at the Body and Soul Expo, but you're going to be speaking twice, once on Saturday at 11:30, the 9th, and again on Sunday, May 10th at 10:30, and you're going to bring in Mother's Day. You're going to be the official mama. You're going to bring in Mother's Day to the whole crowd, and I couldn't be
and I'm
happier.
honored for that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you let me be a challenge with the mothers, because once I right now presently I'm a mother of six, one and 5 daughters, and a mother's job is um, something that she's always. It's like the bears, the cubs. They always protect their babies, no matter what they do. I don't care how they go off or whatever. They still protect their families, and our mothers. They don't give them enough credit for what mothers actually go through and what they do, and they do it unconditionally. And I have to take my hat off to the moms, because to be honest with you, even if you were born a woman, you have never had children, you still have the power of being a mother, because no matter who's around you, you're always teaching, you're always protecting. So you don't have to be a mother to have, you don't have to have a child to be a mother. A mother comes naturally. And those characteristics will always be with you, with or without your own children, because you're always constantly teaching and raising people, whether it's you're raising your husband, raising your uncles or whatever. A female has always been a natural mother. This is why the title Mother Earth is so important, because she covers the globe. She takes care of her own. And they don't give mothers enough recognition or credibility. But this is the thing. She doesn't need anyone. She doesn't need anyone to justify or sanction her being a mother. She don't need any accolades to prove she's a mother. She does it unconditionally.
Yes,
that's why I'm so happy to be a part of Mother. And you know what? As I was coming up, there was a few moments that I was a teacher in a school. And when I went on the East Coast for the first time with my coloring books teaching manners, the children up in New York, they said, look, can we just call you Mama Ali? And I said, sure. And then the next minute, I'm in Los Angeles, California. These children don't even know the children of New York and never had any contact with them. And they said the same thing. Can we call you Mama Ali?
Wow.
At any interval, somebody always asked me the same question. So it became one of my brands. So when I say you can call me Mama Ali, I'm happy with that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Mama.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I asked you a very special favor. I asked you if you would bring your books with you to the expo, and if you would bring the pictures that you have of Muhammad Ali, and I asked you if you would be kind enough to autograph those pictures for a small fee. You have, everybody has to pay a little bit. Everything costs, and that you would sell your book and autograph that book personally to anybody that would buy it. And I'm so pleased that you accepted my offer to do that.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Since that happened, I used to do that a lot when you asked me to do that. Yeah, that was one of the things I used to do to build up Ali's clientele and his fans. But this has just happened in the last few months. My picture of Muhammad Ali on an 8x10 glossy photo paper. Since Muhammad Ali's passing, they noted that my autograph went up $1,500.
Wow.
Just to sign one of those pictures now. The one particular picture is considered a piece of memorabilia now. So if you would go to eBay to buy the autograph, they would actually charge you $1,200.
Wow.
So I have those memorabilia pictures. So once you buy my book, you automatically get the picture. So you will have a piece of memorabilia. I know people don't have $1,200 to pay for pictures. I'm sure a lot of people might come out of their pocket to buy an autographed picture of Mickey Mantle or Babe Ruth or something like that. In that case, you don't have to do that. Just buy the book and you automatically get the autographed picture. And you can actually insure that picture for $1,200. So you have a piece of memorabilia. I'm actually giving it to my reader.
That's beautiful, Mama. Hey, Mama, before we go, the story that you told me about you getting married to a young Muhammad Ali was so impacted me so much. That talk about a strong woman behind a strong guy. You're strong your way, he's strong in his way. Just spend 3 or 4 minutes with me now and tell me about that dynamic combination way back in the beginning.
Yeah, but see, I was still a teenager, and but the only thing about me that I had an advantage was the fact that as a young girl at 11, we were taught they have a certain female classes. We were taught how to take care of children, how to sew, how to cook, and take care of your future husband. So I was trained that as a young girl. It wasn't something that was brought on to me that I didn't know anything about. And I think having that advantage made me prepared for marriage. A lot of little girls and women are not trained that way. at this day and time, a lot of them, there's some that are trained like that in probably private organizations, but in a public arena with these young women, they don't train their girls for marriage, for motherhood, you know, and for cooking and sewing and things like that. But one of my dreams is to start an academy. I might do academy online, which might be better for you can join the academy. I'm working on starting an academy that will teach young girls how to take care of children, how to take care of your babies if you're new moms, and how to sew and how to cook and how to take care of your husband. So I was thinking about building an academy, but it's so much technology that's going on now. You can actually hold an academy online and teach these young girls these things that they need to know. Because
Absolutely.
you have all these young girls go through post stress, whatever that syndrome is. They wouldn't have to go through that if they were knowledgeable on how to take care of their babies, because
Absolutely.
it's a shock to them. It's a shock to them when they get in that position. And sometimes you cannot govern and control their ages or their life. So if it sneaks up on them, it's already too late. So that's what I'm, fancying trying to do that to these young girls and young mothers.
And I think that
Yeah.
when you met your husband, he recognized that strength, and you took that strength into his life and made
Yes.
you kind of you made him the man that he was, and
That
behind the
he's
scenes
supposed to be. Yes,
nobody
sir.
would know that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, yeah, but that's why I want everybody to come down. So when I make that speech, I'm gonna tell them all these goodies. I ain't gonna tell you on the phone right now. I want everybody to come down, shake my hand, get the autographs. I want to meet beautiful people. I want to meet all nationalities. I want them to come down to see you. This is the chance for them to get on the inside and hear something special. So I refuse to say anything right now. I want to say it in person in front of everybody. If I give away my secrets, they don't want to come down to see me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to renege on that one. I want them to come down, shake my hand, and meet these beautiful people of Florida. I just want them to come down. Please come down. And also, I'm going to have a raffle on something that is going to be a secret for them to take home. It's going to be a little raffle, if that's okay with you.
Oh
At
yeah.
my table is going to be I'm going to have something very special to raffle off to some of these young women.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I can't wait. Just come on down to the Body Soul Expo, May 9th, 10th, and 10th, 2026. And the location, the location, right?
That's right.
Bruce?
It's at the Marriott, the Palm Beach Gardens Marriott. And something else before we go that people don't know about you. I'm so thrilled that you were available next weekend on that weekend, because you've been starring in movies. You're traveling all over the world, meeting the most unbelievable people. And when people come to the expo, they're going to find out all about the movies you're starring in. You've been a
Oh,
pilot.
yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable who you are.
Yeah, I can't wait because you know what? I have a movie casting company, and we're going to be looking for extras for the film. And I'm only shooting in the Florida area. So we're going to need some extras so you can join free to the casting agency. And we're going to pick out some beautiful people to shoot on set. We're going to start shooting at the end of the year. So you got a lot going on. Anybody that want to be a star, you can be in my movie. and see what happens. You got to come down and you got to get online and join the casting company. It's free of charge. There's no charge at all. It's all free. And if you want to, you're even considering being a movie star or a model, doing commercials, join the agency, and maybe that'll guide you to something that you've always wanted to do in your lifetime. So come on down. We're gonna need some extras and everything for my movie. My new movie is gonna be called. It's not a movie. It's actually a series. It's called Pure Justice Series. I play a the chief of police in the Florida Police Department. I'm just the chief, and you're gonna meet a lot of actors, professional actors, because gonna be there, and I just can't wait. And each episode is gonna have a celebrity guest.
Wow.
To cameo in my series, the Pure Justice series.
How exciting!
So,
make sure you bring information about how to join your casting company. Make sure you bring that with you to the expo.
Absolutely, I should have some cards ready for you by then, and everybody can just go online and join. Put your pictures up there, a resume. If you don't have the resume, doesn't worry about it. We'll build you a resume. So we just want to know what you're doing, what you like doing, and as long as you're in the agency, you'll have a chance to be who you want to be.
It's been a few months since I've seen you in person, give you a hug, and your
Yes.
son. It was such a joy to see you then, and I look forward to seeing you again in just a few days.
I'm gonna bring him down there with me, provided he's not working.
Woohoo!
But I'm gonna try to bring him down with me, and he loves you very much, Bruce. He loves you a lot.
I just have to say at the very end here, you guys came down to the radio show a few years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love telling this story. So I asked you to
I know you do.
I asked you to come to the radio show, and you bring this guy in with you. And I said, "Who is this guy?" And you say, "This is my son." And I said, "Oh my God, Muhammad Ali Jr." And he says, "Yeah." And then for the rest of the show, what did he do? He spoke exactly like Muhammad Ali.
Like Muhammad.
I thought I was in the room with Muhammad Ali because your son.
I know it scares me sometimes when I hear him. It's scary because he sounds just like him, even though he looks more like Ali's father and Ali's brother, but he sounds just like Muhammad. He does.
So I hope he comes. And when you get up on stage, you're just going to have to invite him up there with you. He'll sit in the front row and you'll freak everybody out.
Absolutely. Anything for you, Bruce Starr. Anything for you.
You're
Body
the
and
best.
Soul.
You're the best, baby. You're the best.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
Come to the Marriott, West Palm Beach Marriott. Yes.
God bless.
Thank you. See you there.
God bless, Mama.
God bless.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye,
Bye.
everybody.